I really wish I was working that game when Davante Adams decided to just push this innocent guy. Like, I don't understand why I can't be in situations where what's it, let me look up Davante Adams' contract, man. Davante Adams. Wow, Davante Adams signed a 5-year, $140 million contract. Um 19 million signing bonus, and yeah, that's a total of $65 million guaranteed. Like, usually when I'm getting bumped into, or somebody's, no one's never got that physical with me, but if somebody's pushing, it's at the club, at a bar, somebody stepping on your shoe, spilling, like, if only somebody with $65 million of guaranteed money in their bank account gets angry enough to push little old me to the side, man. I don't know. This might be my last episode. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, man. Yeah, they're charging him with blah blah blah. Of course, yada yada yada. That's crazy. I'm reading. I just pulled this article while I was doing it. So the charges were filed Wednesday. Uh, it says that my guy suffered whiplash, a headache, and a possible minor concussion from the incident. He's charged with misdemeanor assault for shoving a credentialed media worker. So my guy got whiplash and all that. And if convicted, Adams could face jail term up to 6 months or fine up to $1,000. So this was going to happen. This is the last you're going to hear about this case. He's going to pay that $1,000. He's not going to go to jail. And my guy, for his, head trauma, and, he probably tore his ACL too, because he was squatting a little bit, he slipped his disc and all that. He's going to be able to take care of the family for Christmas. They going to Disney World this year. They going to Hawaii. They going to France this year. Daddy took one for the team, for sure. If he's lucky, he by himself. And, no disrespect to families, but imagine getting that settlement money. You ain't got to bust it down with nobody. Man, but Leah, if the girl, if he with a girl and you not sure she in your corner, might want to let her go off easy before that check hit. I just want to let you know, man. But yeah, bro, that's not like Davante Adams. Look at me. I don't know Davante Adams. I just seen an interview when he was on the pivot. He seemed like a chill guy, but he's probably frustrated, man. Man went from playing with the one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game that's still throwing it good, playing with Aaron Rodgers, the ball, you just got to look in stride. That mug just, I thought there was a spider up there. That mug just fall right in his hand. Beep, beep. Derek Carr underthrowing him. 3 of those plays, the touchdown was underthrown, and the 2 pass interference were underthrown passes. Now, obviously, one was to the out of bounds, but the other one, the touchdown, he could, he's frustrated. But that's his best friend. People do a lot for their friends. Nice. Anyway, yeah, I already said welcome to another episode. You can catch me on WhoGotTheAux.com full audio, WhoGotTheAux Media. I said this on the last episode. WhoGotTheAux Media is the video for this podcast, but also there's shorts and there's how-to videos, and there's more video content than just the podcast. I want to put that out there. WhoGotTheAux, one word, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And TikTok. My goal was to get to 10K for the end of the year. I made like 8,100 likes. Help your boy get to 10K likes, man. That's, I don't ask for too much. And then WhoGotTheAux_ for Twitter. So last episode was cool. I was able to record it, edit it, get some content out of it, drop the same day. Didn't take too much of my time. And the way it's looking, I could confirm this on Friday, but I'll be doing 3 of these a week: Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I'm excited. You should be excited. Whenever the creator is excited, you should be excited. This episode, I wanted to discuss the issue that's going on between T.I. and his family and the young guy, or the old man, Charleston White. So if you haven't been, I don't even follow this, and it's shown up on my timeline hundreds of times. Like, so Charleston White basically is the older black dude that says some crazy shit about Nipsey. Like, it's weird because he'll say some stuff that's profound, that makes sense, but then the message is what they say, like, right message, wrong messenger. And so he's basically like, I'm snitching, I'm telling, I'm a civilian, I don't live by that street code. If you threaten me, I'm telling, blah, 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 right? So the point of the story is not important. It's what I want to discuss afterwards. But what happened was he said something about T.I.'s kids, one of the kids, and then the kid went online threatening him. He's like, I'm tagging the Atlanta police with this threat. And then T.I. is getting on the phone and basically threatening him and trying to talk to him and blah, blah, blah. And, he ready to go to jail and blah. And I'm just like, the point that I got from this is I don't understand how you get to that point of success and you allow obvious trolls to troll you. Now, I understand on one side, like what T.I. was saying. Let me close this. T.I. was saying, the machismo thing that men do. Don't talk about my kids, anything else. My kids. And I completely understand. Actually, I don't completely understand because I don't have kids. So I like to say that because I know parents, they get angry when people without kids speak about what they should be doing when it comes to their kids. So I know that with what I'm about to say. I believe what I'm about to say trumps parenthood. It's almost just like logic, livelihood. Actually, it is parenthood because what grade are you if you go to jail for this guy? You're the breadwinner in the family for the most part. And you got these boys that's clearly, or at least one of them needs some male guidance. You're not going to be able to help him in jail. So it is kind of a parenthood thing. But I'm at a point now. I'm not wildly successful. I'm not wildly comfortable financially or rich or any of that. And I'm at a point now where I just don't acknowledge or I guess the word is acknowledge. I was about to say tolerate, but acknowledge trolls. And I'm dealing with it, or I dealt with it in family circles, let alone some random guy on the internet. Like, I've been able to protect my energy and my peace, people in the family, which was a tough one, but here we are. Even in a 15-minute show, I forget stuff. If you listen to the episodes, I forget stuff all the time. It's because my brain's going. It's a good thing. What were we saying that? Yeah, I don't have time to entertain. Clearly, this guy isn't street. He's not about the street codes. He's not about the street ethic. And as far as I'm concerned, I only know him because he said some wild stuff, I think, about Nipsey. And of course, that's how our media thrive. It's off drama and fights and wild stuff. So he's getting plastered all over Vlad and Shade Room and here and there. Interviews I never even heard of, podcasts I never even heard of, got him on their show. But I just don't understand. It's like, one, I get you're trying to handle it behind the scene, which is what you say in your video. I'm trying to call it, but it's the energy part for me. When do we take accountability for protecting our energy? I may not said that word correctly all the way. Accountability. I know there's, we don't talk about kids and, you tell a man to suck my, that's fighting words. And it's just like, or just don't care, right? My rule of thumb is, that's what I was going to say too, before I get into my rule of thumb. Let me put my thumb up so I don't forget my rule. I got caught up. I had posted a video about The Little Mermaid, and I mentioned this in my other podcast, Little Mermaid. And I remember going back and forth with this guy, and it wasn't even like, I felt like it was sophisticated. I felt like he's emotional. He's doing the typical internet, like, screw you, and trying to call name. Like, I grew up in Call of Duty lobbies, which I heard they bringing back the lobbies in Modern Warfare 2, so I'm excited. If you know, you had to be a G to go in them Call of Duty lobbies back in the day. The first Modern Warfare 2 that came, Modern Warfare 2. It was scandalous. It was a jungle. It was for stray animals and savages, right? So I know how to not get emotional, and I know how to, like, pretty much win online arguments. But even while I was typing my sophisticated responses, I remember, like, halfway through the second response, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing? You scripted your opinion, you recorded it, you posted it. It's one of the biggest videos I had to date. They disagreed. And what triggered me was that he was talking to somebody else, and he was like, I don't know how we ended up in this idiot's comments, right? So in real life, I'm like, you can talk about the content, you can talk about whatever, don't talk about me, right? and it spilled into online life where I felt disrespected. But then I'm glad it happened while I was small because I understand how celebrities get pulled into acting out of character. So I wanted to say that first, also with the parent thing, just to let you know when I'm speaking on this T.I. situation, it's not out of ignorance. It's not the ignorant statement that most people say. Like, you're rich, you're famous. Like, what do you care? Like, no, we're humans at the end of the day, and that's his kid. So if I felt like that when somebody called me an idiot, he ain't called me a bitch or none of that. It's just an idiot. I can only imagine how somebody feel when they talk about their kid, right? But this isn't his first one, I guess is my thing. That was my first time dealing with that because I'm up and coming. He's been online lots of times, going back for rappers, troll. Like, this dude is, at least with rappers, it's sparring, it's beef, not beef, it's, y'all sell records, do whatever y'all need. But like this dude, you get nothing from this. That's like, and no disrespect to him, but that's like if you walking down the street and a crackhead or somebody on drugs who are clearly not there, like, man, your ugly ass kid's like, hey, don't disrespect my kid. I'm not saying Charleston White's a crackhead, but I'm saying in T.I.'s world, multimillionaire, actor, GOAT rapper, Southern legend, this guy, Charleston White, should not be able to bring you out of your character at all. And then you're getting online threatening, like a lot of these rappers do. That's how they get in these RICO cases. That's how all these dudes getting caught, rapping about it, posting their locations. You get online basically insinuating you're going to go to jail for something. It ain't going to be for nothing. And this is real life. You got to travel. You got to move. And it's just like, that's what he wants. That's his whole thing. He wants you to say all that and incriminate yourself. Now, guess what? If somebody else who don't even affiliate with T.I. go and try to gun him down or do something, we got to bring you in for questioning. Oh, by the way, you're a convicted felon and all this, and you got that pass too, so we're not looking at you like a outstanding taxpaying citizen. It's like, why get online, though? Like, even if you felt that way, just keep it in. And if you see him, you see him. Or if you want to plot something offline, why do y'all keep bringing this stuff online? Everybody's trying to prove their toughness online. And you just see everybody in the comment like, yeah, T.I. don't play about his kid. Like, yeah, they stand. And it's kind of the same thing I said that happened when everybody was co-signing Will Smith for Chris Rock. One, I'm of the comedians, meaning like I understand their world. I understand what comedy is, and I understand the attack on comedy because of this oversensitive times we're in, right? So, one, I already felt that was wrong. Like, he's up there to do a job. He's up there to tell jokes. We already talked about this. But what I was worried about was how many people co-signed Will saying you make a joke or you say something, you got to be willing to deal with the consequences. And I'm like, I know that might be, I ain't from the streets. I might have grew up in some hoods, but I'll tell you straight up, no drug dealing, no trapping, no nothing, no gangs, no nothing, no affiliation, no nothing. I'm me. But last time I checked, from a legal standpoint, that don't really hold up in court. Oh, he said something about my wife, so I smacked the shit out of him. Oh, he said something about my kid. And obviously, somebody will come in a string example. So if somebody said they're going to kill your kid, you're going to, sure. But a joke is a joke. He was cracking on, he's talking about his curly hair and he need to go to jail, blah, blah, blah. He's cracking on him. He didn't, it wasn't like I'm a killer when I see him and, I'm a spray. Like, sure, that's a threat. He was just cracking jokes on him. And then he sarcastically was like, I'm a comedian. But it's just like, we shouldn't be in a times where people are co-signing physical abuse because somebody said something they didn't like. It don't work like that. It shouldn't work like that, but it seems like everybody's like, well, if you say something, you got to be prepared. You shouldn't have to be prepared. We should be able to disagree and talk. And as long as ain't nobody threatening each other, like, those are different words. That's a different circumstance, like threats and all that. But if you're just talking and if I'm like, yo, your jeans trash or your haircut messed up, come back with some jokes or that's it. Like shooting somebody or fighting them or getting aggressive or making threats over words. It might win in the streets. You might win on the internet. You might win in public opinion. You ain't going to win in court. You ain't going to win when they sentence you. And that's what I care about. That's all I care. I'm not trying to go to jail. T.I. talking about the fact that he even talking like that is like, really? You're willing to throw everything away to make an example out of this man to keep your child's name out. So what are you gonna do when you're in jail? Because that's what you say you're willing to do. And more dudes start talking about your kid. Maybe now the protectors in jail, the wolves can get on them now. What are you gonna do from jail? Order a hit or something? Now you're in conspiracy. Now you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you're T.I. You're a legend. Once we start ignoring these people and not giving them platforms, but the sad part is that's what fuels clicks. That's what fuels likes, and clicks and likes is a new money to fuel careers. So you see these no-name podcasts trying to interview anybody they can for the quick drama, and that's all their stuff is based off of, and then they disappear. So, I mean, that's the times we're in. So I know I'm speaking some very logical things right now, but I see T.I., I'm just like, why are you doing this? And just celebrities in general, like, forget these people, man. That's how I am. Hey, say what you want, man. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, if it gets to the point where I have to defend myself, I know I can. That's it. Say what you want. Feel how you feel. Don't care. When I post these videos, say what you want. Say, I don't care. I have a different mission. And I would hope that when I get to T.I. status or to successful, where I got multi-million-dollar businesses and investments and all that, I don't even have time for a Charleston White. There's that. This was fun. Like I said, I'll see y'all on Friday. But it feels like I'm gonna be doing 3 episodes a week, 15 minutes, 15 to 17-ish. And again, WhoGotTheAux.com, full episodes, WhoGotTheAux media, YouTube, videos, content, all type of stuff. WhoGotTheAux, one word, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for funny videos and talking heads and inspiration videos and how-to videos and wisdom videos and all that good stuff. And I talk about certain stories, that comes along. And WhoGotTheAux_ on Twitter. I'm also on Clubhouse. I just be securing names now. And Be Real. I'm on Be Real. Check me out. Till next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.